Hey guys, Admin here with a review it up video for you. And today's review it up video is going to be a little different. I do have one out of the 5 in the collection. I'm not at all collecting the others, I'll explain later on. But we are reviewing the Rainbow High Creative Crystals. And for the one that representing the line that I am adding to my Rainbow High collection is Iris Bow. Now for these dolls, they each retail for $24.99 each. And I was able to get Iris during a sale that they were having at Target. It was all of the dolls in the collection that were half off, and they were each $12.50, which to me, I'm like, no brainer. Obviously when it's a sale, it's like, do I have the funds for it? I'm sure I do. Thankfully payday was literally on that week, so I was able to get Iris and to add her to my collection because one, Iris, it is her debut as a doll, and I'm sure later on in the series on YouTube is gonna come out that she's a part of the show. Right now I am filming this in April 2025, around the end of the month. So, and I think the season right now is either season 6 or 7, I'm not sure. But they're like, I think 2 episodes into the season, and I haven't seen Iris come out. I've seen her on social media as the doll, but I haven't seen her in terms of the animation character. But it is confirmed, we see her in the season trailer for the show. She is gonna come out, and you know, it's not like they're gonna pull off a Lily Chang on us. So she is part of the show, she is part of the Rainbow High universe, not just the doll. Justice for Lily Chang. In terms of why I'm not collecting the other dolls in the line, which includes Bella Parker, Skylar Bradshaw, Violet Willow, and Amaya Rain, I have learned, and it still takes me some getting used to, Rainbow High is going into a direction of just being arts and crafts that includes a doll. From their reboot of Series 1 dolls to their winter line of dolls, that whole, I think one line was that sparkling glitter with the legs. Those are not arts and crafts. It didn't come with anything to make like slime, goo, crystals, whatever it is. It literally just came with the doll and accessories, but it did come with glittery legs. Yeah, I mean, it's a gimmick, and I feel like every doll now is going to come with a gimmick of some type, whether it's like you make your own accessories, you do something creative, artsy, whatever it is that you create. If not like a gimmick, like those legs. It's something that's going to come with the Rainbow High dolls now. It's no longer in the direction, the focus, the main topic is fashion. You know, it is under MGA Entertainment, and their main focus is now Bratz. I don't know, I thought it was going to be just called Always Bratz, but now we're just sticking to Bratz with their collections coming out, the new dolls, as well as reboots, not reboots, what is it called, reproductions of their classic collections that they're doing now. Like, they are, the main fashion doll brand for MGA is now Bratz, no longer for Rainbow High. I know they're incorporating some fashion elements, I guess, in terms of what the dolls are wearing, but it's not like how it used to be for the OG line of Rainbow High with Series 1, 2, and 3, and so on and so forth with Rainbow High dolls. Like, before this reboot happened, it was the main focus of the dolls having a second outfit in their color scheme, red, orange, green, etc. That, you know, they come with accessories, clothing, mix and match with the doll, as well as other dolls in the collection, and the whole entire line. That was the main thing of Rainbow High, of, you know, fashion, a creative arts high school. It's just not, that's just not where we are right now for Rainbow High, and I don't think it's ever going to go back to that. It just seems like MGA has always tried to create a fashion-based, fashion-focused doll line, doll brand, and I thought it was gonna be like LOL OMG, but it really isn't. Like, LOL Surprise in general is just making dolls of like tots, little tweens, OMG dolls, of just like characters. They're not just like, oh, here's a doll with fashions and mix and matching like outfits, you know, it comes with the fashion packs, all the other stuff. It's just like, you know, you get a sporty character, you get a gamer character, you get a cowboy western character. Like, that's just what the dolls are. They're characters. They're not really, you know, like the fashion girlies. Yes, a lot of the fashions for LOL OMG dolls are very much in style, very much cute, very much like either retro, vintage, current, modern, but it's not, that's not the main thing. It's just the character, what they're portraying. You know, for Rainbow High, it was all about their own fashion styles, their fashion choices, whether, you know, you're preppy, whether you're sporty, whether you're street style. That's what they are, and that's what the characters, you know, came with as well. You know, what they were wearing, their second outfits, all of that. But now it's just really a doll with the gimmick, and I'm losing a lot of interest with Rainbow High. I haven't collected anything of the reboot in terms of like the Series 1 dolls. I haven't collected any of them. Would I ever? I leave it open, the door is open for a very, very cheap price of $10 and under, but I'm not paying the retail of, I think it's either $24 or $29, I'm not sure. But it doesn't deserve the retail price. I don't want the doll for slime. The doll itself, like none of those compared to the OG dolls that we got from Series 1 of the original collection of Rainbow High. As well with the Winterline dolls, I mean, I think the only one I would get is Bella Parker, just because that big poofy dress, it kind of reminds me of like that runway doll that she was supposed to get, that look. In a way of just the dress being poofy. That's just literally the only thing it came to my head, but I'm fine skipping her. Everybody else literally just putting slime in their dress is just no. As well, they do have their like their color and style dolls, like you get the coloring with markers or with tie-dye. I do think those are creative, those are stylish. The markers were just a miss. They were cute though, but even for the tie-dye dolls that I collected, I love them. I have not touched the colors. All their clothing are still pure white. I'm just gonna stick like that just because I like the designs of the clothing. I don't want to mess it up and like interchange them, even though you can wash it out. It's not gonna turn to pure white, and I just rather let it be as it is. Like, I don't want to mess it up. And then we have like the glittered legs. Like, those are cute, but not much articulation. Not with the legs, with the knees. And you know, the characters and all, they're really cute, but that's just what they are. They're just cute. Like, I it's not like much of an interest, even though I collected them all. But I got them all on sale, and they were all, I believe they're either half off or some type of sale I got. Now we're getting more of the littles. I'm not collecting any of those. Like, that's just a waste. But for these creative crystals, I'm like, wow. The main thing that I'm seeing is that the girls, except for Iris, the other 4 girls have plastic clothing pieces, mainly skirts. For Skylar, she does have on like a plastic top. I am not understanding why the plastic element. I have seen tutorials on how to do the crystal element for their accessories, and the plastic skirts are not warranted for this. Whether it's like the plastic tops, I think like Violet as well has on a plastic top accessory. It just doesn't warrant a reason as to why they need to create plastic pieces of fashion. I would understand if we're gonna change something with the skirt or whatever. It is plastic to put a crystal in it or whatever, or cover it. But no, you don't even need to do that. It's not even a part of it. So give us fabrics. Like, you're losing the touch of what it used to be, what made it a hit of Rainbow High. Now it's just a decline because I keep seeing these dolls still fully stocked in a lot of stores, whether it's Walmart, Target. I'm seeing a lot of them now going into like discounted stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, so on, and it's like, wow, they really are missing the mark with Rainbow High, what it used to be. And I get it, you know, you want to focus your fashions on brats, but you really are declining Rainbow High, and I'm sure maybe MGA just doesn't care for it anymore. They can keep it or lose it, which I understand. Brats have more of a mark on the doll world, so I get that part. But Rainbow High made its own mark, and it's, you know, it made an impact in a way of when it started in 2020, where, you know, it was a rough time for a lot of us, for all of us. And that, you know, at least for me personally, it got my drive to start collecting dolls again. I find it interesting the way that the dolls are positioned, the articulations, the fashion, the details that came with it. Like, I was so engaged with it that now it's sad that I'm losing so much interest in this doll line, this doll brand. And even myself, like, I don't care if it gets canceled, because it's just the way that it's going downhill is just, it's sad to see. But those are my thoughts and opinions. And that's basically as well why I'm not collecting the other 4 dolls in this line. There's Iris, because she is a new character. I'm glad to add new characters to my collection of Rainbow High, so that's that. I will be trying the gimmick, just because a lot of the accessories need the gimmick thing, jewel, whatever it is, to actually happen, so I'll try it. This might be my first time trying the gimmick of Rainbow High, so bear with me. In terms of the box here, we see the illustration of Iris here on the front, Creative Crystal's name, her name, title here, and in the back of the packaging, we see what she comes with. You pour the goo or whatever you come with, you create the fashion piece, the accessory piece, and then as well you can wear those pieces as well for yourself. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I'm not a kid size, so I'll just keep it just to keep. But it's very basic. It's just all glittery now. Her name is on the side here too. They do have the handles, which I do like. You know, I love a good handle on doll boxes. But it's very much generic in terms of doll boxes. You know, with the glittery aspect, they're trying to change it up a bit and trying to get more of the attention of the smaller children, which I can understand. That would be everybody's main demographic in terms of toys. But it felt like Rainbow High didn't need that. It got a lot of different opinions, a lot of different views of not just kids, of just as well adult collectors as well. But I mean, it's still cute, I guess. But yeah, I just feel like it's just generic. Like it's just typical to put glitter and sparkles, whatever, on doll boxes. So it's just basic to me. So enough with all this discussion, let me go ahead and unbox Iris Bow and do this Creative Crystals activity. Let's go ahead. Okay, wow, I did not think I would mess up, and I did. I didn't read the instructions. I just saw moldings, the goo thing, and I'm like, okay, fill it up, let it dry. And then I read the instructions and it said 5 to 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. It still didn't dry. I went downstairs, made myself a little snack. And by snack, just a cup of noodles. And I didn't read the instructions. You're supposed to fill it up halfway, leave it dry, I guess under the sun, or at least with some type of heat. And yeah, just fill up the rest and do the same thing. That was my bad, that was my mistake. So my apologies. I will record the ending. I'll just do a recording the next day. I'll leave it drying somewhere where the cats can't reach. Look back into it the next day, the next morning, and see how it looks with the accessories. But with the accessories that are already given, without that whole activity goo thing, we do get a pair of headphones. It did have a little bit of like a tack thing to hold in place in packaging. So just, you know, get rid of it with your nail or wash it out. I'm not sure. I just removed it with my fingers, and I'm still having to remove some of the product. It came with this little clip part here that you just put on. That's also part of the activity. You're supposed to put your crystal gem here. Here are sunglasses as well. You put your gem in there, in the lens, and you complete your sunglasses. As well, it comes with earrings that are like rainbow and clouds shaped. Again, right for the crystal. It comes with the ring for you. You're supposed to wear it for the child. I guess this could kind of fit my pinky a little bit, not really. I don't know where for the doll it could fit. Maybe she could use it for her hair or something just to keep as part of her accessory. Lastly, she does come with a purse. That as well, you fill up the crystal and it's right, you know, insert right there, complete purse, even though it's not reusable or usable in any way. As well, she came with a hair comb, but we all saw that when we were looking at the fillings. Now let's get to the doll itself, Iris Bow. Her hair is very soft, I'm not gonna lie. There is a lot of hair. I don't really see any like bald spots with this hair. It's pretty hard to track. I just, wow. There's just so much hair going on. Very soft. There's no product in her hair, which is surprising. I don't remember another Rainbow High doll that didn't come with product. Again, very soft. Wait, I think, is there a product? I don't really, maybe I like the little bit on the ends of her curls. Not every curl though, but just like a few parts of it, like one or two, but very hard to tell. But overall, it's just, to me it's soft and there's a bunch of curls. Is she the one with the most hair in all of Rainbow High? I don't know, but she's up there. She's in the top 3 for sure for most hair. She does come with these like space buns, her buns on the top of her head. She does have edges on her head with the rainbow makeup as well. She does have on 2 separate pieces of clothing, which is a skirt and a top, so that's good. No plastic clothing. They do Velcro in the back. She does have on clear-ish red boots, and I say clear-ish because I think that's what it's meant to be, like clear. Well, yeah, that's the style. With buckles in the front. For articulation, she does have articulated head, shoulder, elbow, and then with the upper leg and at the knee. For her feet, it is just a molded on at the feet. Ah! Girl, remove the foot. I mean, remove the shoe. She does have a heeled feet. Again, for this reboot, they did remove the articulation on the wrists. So that's the only thing I noticed for the articulation for Rainbow High dolls, is just they just removed the wrist part. And she does have pierced ears. What a difference this makes. Sophie. Like even the ring. Sophie! Like even for the ring. Like this is all like a hard, not a crystal, but you know what I mean, like a hard plastic. Even for the earrings. Now for another earring, I guess I didn't put enough of that goo in the molding, so like nothing. I thought it broke, like it broke halfway when I was taking it out. But no, there was nothing in there, so I didn't put enough. Trying to like take one out is pretty much the hard part. And like now placing it on here. Now this ain't exactly perfect if you see it up close, but it'll do. The biggest one, the last one that I have to do is the purse, but if you can see there's some goo out, but it's already hard. So let me see if I can take this out. Wow, not bad. Let me just insert this to the purse here. Exactly the best as well if you look really closely, which is kind of hard to tell on camera, but yeah, like that opening, I can't get it to flatten. These accessories you can't really much use. I mean, just for the doll, but they're okay. And that is all for this review video for Iris Bow. I will say, in terms of recommending this doll, I'm gonna say no. Again, the fact that it comes with the gimmick, you're doing more of the gimmick rather than having a doll. Like, I don't know. I just, it's cute because you do an activity, but that activity can only last for so long, for literally for like a day. It's not like, I'm sure you can reuse it if you get more of that goo thing. I don't know if you can make it or buy it at an arts and crafts store and just create it just to create. But in terms of like redoing it for your own dolls, I mean, if you buy the collection, if you have any reusable goo left, you can use it for irises, moldings. I'm sure the other dolls in the line have different shapes of earrings, rings, sunglasses, so you can do different colors. For this lineup, it looks like for Iris, she got the red coloring of crystal, whereas of course there's blue, there's pink, there's I don't know what Amaya's color is. That's a good question. Yeah, it's like a holographic type of goo. So interesting. I think out of all of them, she has the prettiest one just because it looks so sparkly and shiny. At least to me, in my opinion. I mean, for the other dolls, you do get a plastic piece of like clothing, which is like dumb. I'm sure for Violet and Skylar, they do have an underneath piece compared to their top molding. I'm assuming, I'm sure it looks good without it. So you do have a full outfit, but for Bella and Amaya, you just get the plastic skirt. So yeah, and it's weird because on social media they are shown to have fabric pieces, and I don't believe these two skirts are even part of the doll itself. It would have been nice to have been included, but no, it's not. But for Iris, it does look like it's not the end for her character. It looks like she'll be part of the next Sparkle Glitter Legs line as well with Amaya, as we've seen this leaked image here. I will say they both look stunning. Amaya to me looks gorgeous. She's kind of, I don't know if this is supposed to be Perla or is that her name from Malibu High, from the Malibu series of Bella Parker. Or what is it? Pacific Coast High. Like, she's giving me that vibe in my opinion. So I don't know if that's her or if that's Amaya. Let me know in the comments who this character is. But she's giving me that vibe more than Amaya's giving me, because even from her eye color, it looks a little bit more purpley than Amaya's blue tone color. At least to me, I don't know. In terms of ranking, obviously Iris is my #1 favorite because I bought her, and I do love her. I do think she's really cool and all. If you are thinking about getting just at least one doll, I would pick Iris just because she's a new character, she's a new doll. This is the first doll in the collection of Rainbow High, so definitely yes for Iris. For the other dolls, I mean, for 5th place, Skylar, I don't get the bear comp set. I missed her in denim, put her back in denim. For 4th place, I'm gonna give it to Violet. I mean, her bangs look good in this, in my opinion. I love the curls of her ponytail. The sneakers are just a no, and I don't get the plastic top. It's just, to me, it throws off the outfit. It looks pretty cute for a Violet outfit altogether, but it just throws me off so much. For 3rd favorite, it's gonna go to, shockingly, Bella. I think she looks really cute. The skirt, her plastic skirt is very chunky. I just don't like it. To me, she just looks pretty kiddish, but it's cutesy because it's pink. So I'm sure she's a fan favorite in this collection. My 2nd favorite is Amaya, just because of all of her rainbow hair. I did not like her Series 2 rainbow hair. It just looks very clownish. But this one is actually at the clown level, but more clown couture. I like the curls. It looks really cute. It looks somewhat, I guess, put together, or I don't know. I guess I'm just used to her rainbow hair fully decked out in colors now, that I think it suits her more now than it did back then years ago when her debut in the series line of that horrible rainbow hair. It's just beyond ugly. But Iris, number one, I love her curls. It's very soft. I love her the skin tone complexion. It matches perfectly, especially with this brunette coloring. I don't think my hair matches like this, does it? No, it's more black. But the fact that the hair color with the rainbow color, it looks so good. I think it complements maybe her a little bit more than Amaya, because I don't see clown when I see Iris. I do see for Amaya because I think it's too much, maybe because of the whole white coloring of her. But for Iris, it does look like she is like a music artist, a DJ. It just gives me more of a funner, like more fun vibe for her compared to Amaya, if that makes sense. Thank you guys so much for watching this review video. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below of this Creative Crystals lineup. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions. Did you buy them? Are you gonna miss them? Are you gonna just pass them completely? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Check out all the other videos that I have on the Celebritants YouTube channel with other Rainbow High videos. There's Barbie videos, Brad's videos, LOMG videos, etc. Check out Celebritants on all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I said Facebook already, X, Twitter, etc. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.